Welcome back in, friends, to Fierce XP Tower Dominion, and we're going to knock out another round here in our Fresh Start series, working to get artifacts, Herdass, unlocked. We got to produce a lot more supply, and so at this point we're just picking whatever commander we want to play with, and we're bouncing between teams still. So I was thinking Pargon Assault Group, and I'm thinking Brigadier Kasagi. Get a lot of supply generation potentially from re-rolling and starting with his own command. Different ways to get our economy online in a big way, which I think will help work towards this. And as a sort of sub-goal, a tertiary goal, I was looking at our codex, and we don't have the advanced Puma and advanced Claymore unlocked yet. I thought, okay, let's focus on those two buildings, see if we can get the expertise on them, and they're down here in the building doctrines, the Puma position and the Claymore, where we do not have the efficiency 3 unlocked yet. So we'll try to keep that in mind as an additional angle as a goal to accomplish in this one. So let's play as Kasagi, difficulty 4. Try to get another win. We're on episode 40, and we are 34 for 39, I think. Okay, straight piece, good start. Let's get this one down. We're gonna go with the production, I think, this time, switching it up, and repair drones, of course. Zone command. Wondering if we can get that down right away, try to get it online, and this is not too bad, actually. Kind of like this, on a little bit of an elevated position. I think we'll do that, and then we need rec ops, so we'll be able to get that right away, and then we can even put some guns on it. It's okay. Can help defend a little bit. We got the repair drones, just wave 1, we don't mind taking a few hits here. Can we? Oh yeah, we can pop it already. Nice. So we're up to 270 and plus 30. Great start. Okay, it's a bunch of recon with a scout hideout. Let's do that. We got no protection on this side, even though, like we said, we can get the guns there. But maybe instead... Well, there's some big elevation spots right there. Okay. No, you know what? We're just gonna go next to the HQ. We're gonna get a Mirador down and just save some of the best real estate around there. Keep our options open in the future. Ouch. Ooh. That is more than... just about at the limit of what we can repair. It's a good thing we're producing a lot of supply, though. We can start to remedy that a little bit. Improve foundations is certainly appealing. But we did talk about getting Claymores and Pumas leveled up. It's a bit of a tough call here. Okay, let's do this with the barricade. A T? Not bad. Let's get this pushed out. We can start completing that loop back there. And where would the barricade go? I'm not sure, but we do need help. We do need some more damage output for sure. It's a pretty good spot right here. Let's do this with the multiple entry points that are coming out right there. I think we'll even try to get it maybe to the Vencedor, and we can also maybe get a scout hideout down. Again, just thinking about our real estate there. I don't want to take that 3 high spot. Okay, this isn't too bad. I don't mind this. Up here, more likely a Puma or something will do. But we'll at least give that the large squad, and we've gotten a little bit stronger. And I think we'll get the Vencedor on this guy basically right away. Okay. there's a Puma back with improved foundations. I think we've got to do that. And so this will open up the possibility of us getting efficiency started on these two blueprints, which is great. And if we get a certified amplifier, we may even think about forcing it onto one of these two buildings. It's really good. I think at the very least, let's get some capability on this Mirador here. It makes sense before placing more. Nice to have improved foundations. Okay, bunker cost with a fair bit of supply. Yeah, let's do that. And a corner. Wow. Kind of surprised to get this wrapped up so early. There's a neutral building that is not insignificant. I guess plus 15 is not enough to force buildings over there. We'll see whether or not we take advantage of it. I'm thinking about getting the barricade down here. Let's do this, because this is likely to be a T, so it'll have multiple entry points in order to get this all connected up. So I think I like that. Now, I'm also thinking about getting a Puma up. And this was the obvious spot. I think let's do it. Just commit to it. And we also have a little bit left. Why don't we get the Vencedor here, and we'll knock out the Reaper and get it fully upgraded. Yeah, not bad. It's certainly more capable now. Okay, it's a lot of recon. Platform would be nice. Or picking a blueprint. But I think let's grab all that recon and we can maybe finish the upgrades for this guy. I don't even mind. Let's go the mine launcher route with the compact charges. Really good now. Costs are down on the Miradors a little bit. Sorry, on the sturdy bunkers. Okay, we'll at least get logistics on him, and that's about it. We'll keep going. Love that slowdown effect that's happening here already. Good call on the barricade there. And the zone command will do pretty well, especially on units coming around that backside. Okay, we don't have a Durandal yet. Let's do that. T? It's actually quite nice. Let's do this. Plays out for our barricade plans that we had talked about. The threat reveal is the Metacris and a Phagotrope. Okay. So the Pumas are going to be extremely... Both the Pumas and the Claymores are going to be really important for this initial makeup. For both the shield break and the anti-air, but we do need platform help. We're going to have to keep that in mind with our future selections, that in order to get them down, we need platforms, to be sure. Let's get the anti-air on this guy. And we'll leave that upgrade for right now. Okay, let's keep going. Producing some really nice supplies we talked about. I'm happy about being in that position early on. We'll just kind of keep our options open. Okay, an attenuator. Don't have a bastion yet either. The bunch of supply. Let's do that. Didn't see a platform. That's okay. This might be a great spot for a Durandal, and we're going to have a tracker along the back there, I think, so what better spot? And it wouldn't, you know, we don't need the Puma there. Probably going to go exposed elements, but we don't need to just yet. This is a really good spot here. Might just end up doing that. Platforms. Maybe we'll get a Warwolf. We don't have one yet, along with Durandal costs going down. Straight's okay. I'd kind of like to get this out. Maybe let's do that. We want, yeah, corner's okay. I was going to say a T, but that's just fine. I'm not sure where we're going to be actually building out to. But, you know, going from here or here, I'm not sure. I think this is fine. I'm not sure if there's a bad call to be made there. That's all good for right now. I really liked this spot for a sturdy bunker with the Metacris coming, so let's get the Vencedors on him. Okay. Even got the mines going down. It's nice. And the mines, by the way, I think they're basically the equivalent. They're even better than like a Warwolf hit. It's a lot of supply. Yeah, let's do that. The other two were not super attractive. I haven't gotten any platforms yet, which is a bummer. Because I'd really like to get the Claymore down, but there's not a spot immediately that makes sense, I don't think. Not that I can see. This is an okay bastion spot. I don't mind the height 0. But I think we can survive. We just don't really have blueprints. We do have money, but I suppose if nothing else, let's get close support down. We know we're going to want the HP there. Our AA getting a little overwhelmed by the Metacris. There's a platform with Puma cost down. Yeah, we got to do that. A T. Interesting. Could do this. Or this. Could also roll. Why don't we roll? We actually make money from rolling. I almost forgot about. Straight's okay. I think I actually want an elbow. Yeah, that's good. So that's one option, of course. The other one being this. And I think I actually like this. No, okay, let's get this closed off. Solid building there. We can earn some more money, but we don't have the blueprints really even to do it. So let's think about our Claymore, if we can get it down anywhere. I was seeing this spot, but not really, eh? Might be possible over here, but in a forced kind of way. Like, that is possible. No, it's not. This, of course. But it might not be the worst thing. It's a little forced, but we have a lot of money and we've got to find ways of getting damage down. So let's do this. We want the shield break, the dual barrage, and I think the trajectory analyzer, let's just commit to right away. Need the range. Happy with that. Okay, that's all we can do. Those Metacris got shredded, and there's a good number of Phagotropes coming out. It's a good thing we added it there. Wow, and it's in first place. I mean, it's the only thing doing damage. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, there's another platform, but we need blueprints. Does local collab help us? Not really. We haven't placed anything next to neutral buildings. But we do need platforms. Let's do that. They're not easy to come by, and I think we do get a bastion down here when we accumulate the money for it. Could be good for the shield break, and the Vencedors that are built in are good for the Metacris as well. Okay, solid. A lot of supply. It's a lot of recon too. But we do need blueprints. Where would a light mortar go? Right here next to... Okay, that looks good. Crosspiece. Actually not the worst, but we're going to roll. And that is good. Let's get this down. Start accumulating a little bit of extra supply. We just wanted learning, and that's okay for now. And we might put a barricade here. The longer route, we're not as worried. And same with this one, that the Puma is locking that down fairly well. We might want a trajectory analyzer, or the enhanced targeting on this. We're creating a lot of recon, so we can afford that. And I think maybe we'd give it the quad barrels too, just make it really effective. Okay, all that looks good. Oof, that Puma's working hard, trying to keep up. Okay, repair regular platforms, 30 bunker costs down. Let's get the irregular platforms. They can come in handy, especially if we're trying to place claymores. We haven't been overly successful getting efficiencies or blueprints, but that can come. We may still get there. Let's keep going. Can't even place a bastion yet, which we want to do here. Let's do that. It's going to be simple design. We can get that going right away. We're holding up really well, I think. Need blueprints, though. Eesh. Simple design is nice, but let's get the Mirador with the bastion efficiency. And maybe we don't mind... I mean, rolling gets us money. Let's do that. Straight piece is probably better than whatever we were about to do. Okay, that's fine. I'm just not sure a Mirador makes a big enough difference. Maybe instead we're going to push towards Warden Protocol. Well, let's keep going for right now. Still holding up well. Give me blueprints. Need some blueprints. Okay. There's a Puma. It's a lot of supply, but we can't do that. Let's give the Puma. This looks pretty good. Let's do that. This side, we've got the Claymore, and I'm thinking about getting solid foundation on this guy, which, well, he's also at height 3. That's fine. All of that is good. This is a very good spot, too. I'm not sure what else would go back there. Let's just get it down and committed. And maybe a Mirador would help to just support cleaning up any of the chaff. This looks like a pretty good spot. I mean, that is too. And I don't know. Yeah, let's do... Is there the potential of a Claymore? Yeah, there is. I mean, 2 platforms and we're online. So actually this is okay. It would not block the Claymore. Let's do that. I think that's pretty good planning. And we're going to commit to the damage side right away. We're not facing any camo. Threat reveal next turn. Put the extra gun on him right away. We want the air design on this Puma. Just have the cost down a little bit. There we go. Claymore with Claymore cost, even turning down all this supply. But we said we were going to try to go this route. And I'm thinking of doing this. Or this. But I think this is better. And then we're going to get this up and around, connected. This will become a blank spot. That all sounds pretty good. See if we can use one of these, some of these irregular platforms. Can we get to a Claymore near the front lines here? Okay, I'm seeing something. So this is height 1. If we put one down here, then we can put down this irregular platform. It's not the most ideal. You could also get one over here. Maybe we should do that and not force it as much. But actually, I think this is good and fun. Let's do this. I gotta wait a turn, but that's gonna be a height 2. Pretty juicy Claymore up there. It's gonna be good anti-air as well. We got our threat reveal. Let's wait for that. Let us do our decision making. Feeling pretty solid. Medium mortar. No, Claymore efficiency. We got to do it. Okay, Sanatrope and Canid. That's actually a great matchup for what we're already doing, which is shield break and anti-air. So multi-pulse with the dual barrage. What's the range like on this thing? Not bad. Still might do trajectory analyzer. Let's keep going. Yeah, you know what? Let's just commit to it. Is the Durandal just barely? We actually might want long barrels, even though it's not next to a neutral building, to make sure it can hit this intersection. Batch production with a lot of supply. Also, a platform would be nice, but I think this is good. 285 to 325 straight is just perfect. Yeah, let's think about... Okay, that's fine. Might be able to get a Claymore up there. I don't know. It's good. So got one more wave until we see the new enemies. We're still hard up for blueprints, but I think that we're in pretty solid shape right now. Maybe we get to Warden Protocol here. Can already start hitting out at that edge. A little bit of just glancing them up here. It's good. And then I think also if we end up with a lot of supply like we just had, we get the shield pulse on this with the ammo storage. So it's okay. We've got places to spend our money. We're pretty powerful. You look at this Claymore up here is crazy. Same with this one. But it's been fun having these sort of side missions of, I like forcing some choices towards our goals of Pumas and Claymores. Let's see what we can make of it. Okay, Scout Hideout is not an angle we particularly need to take here. Why don't we get Imperial Fervor, which is minimal, but something we can keep in mind. Maybe we can feed into it a little bit more. I just wanted to see, yeah, a little 3% bump. Not much. It's okay. I'm thinking about, so we did get the extra Mirador there. Maybe we should get another one next to the HQ, and it can fire off this way too. Let's do that. Seems wise. Get our HP up a little bit in case we get a hit from a Sanatrope. And let's also get the veteran reinforcement on him. That looks good. And I think we do want to get the long barrel, unfortunately. Give up the extra damage, but just make sure he can hit out slightly further, and then we can think about the rest of the upgrade path. Nice slowdown effect on the Sanatropes there. Really glad we've got the shield break, well, at least on something. But this is dangerous. We may want to upgrade this barricade. Okay, we were okay. Still not a bad idea. Got nothing doing damage on that backside. If we could take advantage of that... Oh man, that classified building I was going to say. How about this? Puma and Claymore. Corner is perfect. So, what would happen here? That doesn't quite work with this other irregular platform. I was trying to see if... yeah, not quite. I'm sure we can make something work here, though. Maybe not. I mean, kind of, but not really. Let's wait for it to develop a little bit more. Let's get the long barrels on him. And I would like to take advantage of this back here a little bit more, but we just don't have anything to put down. Is there a spot for a Puma position? Yeah, up here. But I'd probably rather have it facing outward. We just don't know what it's going to look like yet. Okay, this is going well, though. We're breaking them up pretty good. No problems there. Salamander. Wow. With Durandal cost down a little bit. Sanction Cannon, of course, too, but Sanction Cannon, we don't have a good spot because it would need to be about here facing that way versus the Salamander. Right at the mouth here, of course. Could we get it to play off of the Claymore? Not really. Because there's nowhere to put it here that would be next to that. Okay, well, let's get the Salamander. I still think it's going to be just too important. Now, we could put it here, and then it could play off the Claymore next to it. But I'd really rather have it here. So we do need some more platforms. Same with, you know, we could get a Claymore up here if we had one more platform using our irregular ones. Oh, I forgot we had the Canids. Let's get the shield break on this guy. Scout hideout, getting a chance to lay down a lot of mines. Nice. That went nice. That went smoothly. Give me some platforms. Super heavy pulse. Breakable faith with production. This production would go a long way too, but let's go super heavy. Straight is just perfect. Let's do that. We could... No, we can't quite get in a Claymore there. Okay, where would this go? Up here, of course, would make the most sense, but I can't do that without help. Even this is not bad. We could also do this. Maybe that's better. And okay, let's do that. And we can put it here. Now it reaches perfectly out to that far edge. Plus, I think, yeah, shared energy does hit up that Claymore, which is nice. We're going to give it the rate of fire. And then probably shared energy right away. It's going to really help with those Sanatrope. It's an excellent shield breaker. We are dealing with a lot of shields. Okay, but that went great. Last little guys here. Nice. Okay, Imperial Program. We can maybe get a platform. Or something... I don't know. Let's do it. Omega Emitter. Has potential right here. And we could... We could put the Salamander here. Still get the Puma up there. Okay, let's get the Omega Emitter. I think we do want the Salamander down. Let's do this. Obviously, it's in a huge choke point. It's awesome. We'll do Blazing Flame. It's good. And then let's try and get a Puma up here. And then the emitter can go here, and we'll see if we can keep a nice straight path. We can certainly re-roll, give ourselves the extra income too. But this is a little uncomfortable, and next wave in particular is going to be rough. Okay, retribution. We could get another Claymore. Let's do that. We don't want an elbow. That's good. Okay, good supply point too. Not sure what we can place there though. It could be a barricade. Huh, let's do that. Not sure where else to place it, and that's a good way to just get this active. Now, I don't know how that plays the Omega emitter. It's kind of annoying, but it'll get broken like right away. It's fine. Let's get a Claymore down here. Get it target painting. And we're also going to get a Puma here. That looks good. Lots of range. And we want the same makeup with the shield break, the dual barrage, and I think it's going to get the damage. There's going to be plenty of targets there. We don't need the extra range. That's awesome. Do we want to think about the attenuator on anything? Something we don't want more of? I don't think so. So let's keep going. Actually, I wouldn't mind getting underground plant on this, so let's do... We haven't used any tech. We'll go shared energy and underground plant. Wave 25. This could get a little real. But not bad. I'm glad we've got the Miradors here, actually. It's just some of the fast-moving standalone units just get picked off. Claymore's doing excellent. And we got the Reaper on the zone command. He's doing okay. A few thousand. Okay, survived that pretty nicely. Structural network with division. Yep, we want that even over the electric arc. And it can really do a lot of work on this front side too. I wish we could get something up here, but it's okay. And I think we might force this down. Well, no, we can't even with our regular platform. I was going to do one in between there. We could along this side. Is that good? It might be. Yeah, I don't know. This feels a bit much, but I think it's important enough that we want to do it. And it does have good coverage still. So let's get the pulses. Get this, too bad we can't get some up there. This is perfect, up in that corner. Structural network, I think, hits for even those. You know, I wonder, we could probably get the Omega emitter up here on the very top one, and then a bastion underneath of it. I don't see why not. But let's wait until we can get the emitter down and just make sure. Come on. There we go. Does it work? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that's good. Lovely. it's gonna blast its laser right into the bastion. Those poor men inside. There's another Claymore. We still have one to place. We need platforms, right? We've said that a number of times. Okay, Mega Mucos and Metacris Brood. It's tolerable. Let's keep going straight. We don't mind rolling a few times for sure. Also don't mind an entry point. Let's do that. And I think we're going to get the Bastion here. We're not going to use our platform because we're going to need it potentially to get that other Claymore down. But this all looks good. Okay. That's all we can do. So the Claymore can go right here. And I think we should just do that. Might need a little bit more splash damage set up back here So, like a medium mortar, maybe we are ready for a sanctioned cannon or a howitzer or something. But we haven't gotten our efficiencies up, unfortunately. We just haven't even seen them on the Puma and the Claymore. Air command could go a long way. Let's do that. Now, let's finish upgrading this. You can have the dual barrage, and we just have so much recon that let's just use that, just so we can keep some supply. I think this needs the ammo storage. Like, shooting floor is not bad, but let's just hit that up. It's going to be so good. We didn't even get this upgraded. Let's do it as well. Almost tempted to hit the tech on that, but we're going to save it. I think we've got some really impressive damage happening right here in this whole lane. I don't know if we're in trouble potentially if they get in behind us there. I'm not sure. Warwolf does help. Now getting another Claymore, but we've got to make sure we win this, and we've got a lot of Claymores down. Let's get a Warwolf. Let's keep going with this. That's good. And don't need to necessarily put it next to the HQ. I think if anything, this looks good. It'll be with heavy shells, and it'll get the buff off of the super heavy. So that's great. It's good coverage there. Even tempted with the cybernetic, but let's just go the traditional route. And some slowing effect, particularly for the mucos that are coming, might be worth it. We're generating a lot of supply, so might be possible. Metacris are getting shredded nicely. Never been able to realize our dream of using this big elevated spot there. Wow, look at all of the canids. Do we have enough to deal with them? I think so. We've got some stuff further back, like the Claymore, obviously, and stuff. Whew, there was a lot of them. Generated a lot of supply. Building costs with Bastion efficiency 2. Maybe Bastion efficiency. We got that one? Where would that be? There. No, we don't have expertise. So I mean, maybe. Could we get that? Running out of time, but who knows? Maybe it's possible. Let's get overcharged ammunition right there. I'm thinking about taking advantage of this thing. And I would maybe even put the sanctioned attenuator on it, because we're late game and this isn't meant to be really a Durandal run. Let's do it. We can also put the weapon on the sanctioned attenuator. Let's do this. We want the range and the damage, and then I think we'll do the slowing effect, a big, powerful weapon there. It's beside a neutral building, so we're going to give it the extra range. Maybe, yeah, we're going to do Flarium. Make this thing go. And could maybe even get to Blessed Machine with the cost down. I don't know. Okay, let's keep going, and then think about getting the slowing arc on this thing. New enemies coming. The Mega Mucos is maybe the scariest, I would think. Okay, there we go. Nice. Wow, we shredded them. That was not a problem. Sanction cannon. Are we ready for that? Well, there's Claymore efficiency 2. We have to do it. Gotta give ourselves a chance and push for it. We're gonna roll. We don't want that. It breaks up the emitter. So let's keep rolling. We got lots of recon. Build up some economy here. No, we want a straight through piece. Okay, that'll work. I don't know how it works with the barricade. I should have watched for that. I think we want Blessed Machine there, right? Let's give this guy the focused fire. I think we can take the hit. We've certainly got a lot of repair. We don't have that much HP, but I think we want the damage. Let's do it. Oh, I should have watched the emitter. What happened? I mean, it breaks right away, so it's fine. Does it stop right here? Oh no, now it's going, but I think we might want to delete that barricade. Let's do it. The only reason we put it down was to activate that neutral building, but I don't want it interfering with the Omega emitter. Okay, medium mortar. That feels important for what we're facing. Final wave, okay. That's maybe okay. Doesn't sound very convincing. Or do we just kind of cover off everything in the backside? I'm also okay with that. And this draws on a lot of the data collection. Let's do that. We do need a little bit more protection, you know, back at base. What is this target? Furthest away. Okay. We also would do well with airstrip. Can we? Yeah, we can get this help with the data collection. Let's do that. And we can put this just right behind the emitter is fine. Did we give? Yeah, okay. What else? What else were some of our goals? We got that all the way up. It would be this Durandal if we could save enough to get to Blessed Machine, but I'm not sure how close we are to that. We did get to Overcharged. Could also upgrade this Durandal. Just get it to Claydon Cannon, maybe. We'll see. There's a Mega Mucos. Start busting, boys. A lot of enemies. The Metacris Brood coming through. Okay, happy for the slowing effect for sure. And this was fine, like the second part of the push, but that first push was just a little uncomfortable. Nothing really good that we would have been hoping for, but I think Vicious Crossfire is going to affect a lot of things. Let's do that. And let's keep going. We want to keep pushing out. Yeah, that looks good. And it's not that important to get this active, but I'm thinking about maybe this. I mean, it's a potential bastion spot. I suppose it could be this too. I want to slow enemies in this spot there. Maybe this, because it will hit, you know, whatever's closest to the HQ. No, I'm actually thinking this. Let's do it, because then we can do easy access. We want it firing more often. I'm going to give it even the cybernetic loader with the overcharged. Just, it's going to make a big difference in this kill zone that's so important to us. We still have just a couple more selections left to potentially get Claymore expertise. And I don't think Blessed Machine is going to be too realistic, so I'm actually thinking of just getting Claydon Cannon on this. Let's do it. It's got the Flareum, so let's give it the full business. That went really well. Omega Emitter in first place. We haven't even hit the last upgrade. Okay, Claymore. Puma. Let's do Claymore. Doesn't help us get to expertise, but still fun. And I don't know. I mean, I think we've kind of gone as far as we can with most of this stuff. And I think we're still good, to be honest. We could have upgraded this. We, you know, either of these would have been good. All buildings gain damage against air. That's valuable. Okay, we'll get him up to the Clayton Cannon. By the way, what's our final wave upgrade cost? Okay, see that one a lot. Puma, oh, Claymore efficiency 3? Does that mean, I think we will, at the end of this, we'll unlock the expertise, which will then be available in future rounds? Not certain, but I believe so. Now, I'm thinking of actually, you know, the emitter run is plenty long enough. Let's do this. A neutral building would be good if it wasn't the last run. Oh my, okay. No, we got an emitter and it could go back the other way. This is way better than the Bastion. Of course, we got to do that. Let's go. Final wave. Can we get another win? We're on a pretty good streak. I don't know if this would provide damage to it immediately. I think let's do it. No, it didn't. It's at the beginning of a wave. That's a fun hack. What else can we upgrade? We can give this the Delta Wear. Let's do it. Did we get... Yeah, we got close support on all that stuff. Could hit up this. I mean, we're good. I think we're alright. Claymore expertise? Yeah, we got it! Attaboy, boys. +1 range is really good, of course, especially with the Claymore that needs the help with the range. That is awesome. What a great run. And it was like on the final selection, I think, that we got it. So cool. And did the Claymores? Yeah, they got first place. We had 4 of them down. We had them all fully upgraded. They crushed it. Almost double what the next, you know, best thing did. The super heavy pulse and even the emitters, which were so good. We get the second one down late. But nothing compared to those Claymores. Going nuts. That was awesome. We had a few Pumas out, but they were not, you know, they were important for whittling down the Metacris for sure. But the Claymores were doing so much of that because they had the dual barrage LMG. We did get an attenuator down on this guy. How did he do? He was in 4th place. That was a good call. What a great run. And we'll get our, I don't know, we'll figure out our win rate before the next one, but we edged that much closer to 90%, and I gotta keep a little bit closer track on this too. I don't know what kind of increases we're getting each wave, but it did go up to whatever degree, and we inch closer and closer to that unlock. We'll see what kind of angle we take in the next one. I'd love to get more of those expertise unlocked. It could be so valuable. But I appreciate you guys joining in. Until the next one, take care.